got busted. Busted. Damn it got busted. Busted. Damn it got busted. Step right up, folks. We got a variety of scams to talk about today. Hey guys and gals, Auntie Diane here. Don't you love it when a celebrity follows you? I didn't follow him back because I didn't feel I was worthy of him. I know that nobody watching me would fall for that, but unfortunately, some women have. And if it was really him, there would be a check mark next to his name, and he'd have a lot more than 8 posts. Sometimes I go on Reddit to look at, people who are saying, this guy says he works on an oil rig. Is he legitimate? And everybody, no, of course he's not. He's a scammer. This one was written, the people that took the place of Ann Landers and Dear Abby, they're older and they had passed away by now. One of them is Abby's daughter, I believe. But this lady, Annie Lane, she's a young lady and she gives very wise advice as well. Somebody writes in, I'm 67 years old and I've been married for over 40 years. My marriage has never been particularly happy. Even in the beginning, I felt pressured to get married. We now have 2 adult children, one 46 and the other 37. I met a woman online and we've been chatting and talking for over 2 years now. I really like her. She's a little immature, but seems fun to be around. She is also quite a bit younger than me. She's going to be 30 in December. Creepy. I've told her many times I'm too old for her, but she starts to cry and insists that she does not care. We have never met, but we have discussed meeting next month. What do you think I should do? Should I see where this goes? Or am I making a huge mistake? I really want out of my marriage, but I don't want to lose my family either. This decision is very hard for me. I really care for her and I'm falling in love. She has told me she feels the same way. I'm so confused. Unhappy for a long time. The answer is, Dear Unhappy, first and foremost, I must caution you against the internet bots, scammers, and catfishers that are out there. This situation immediately raises multiple red flags, and it is imperative that you do not share any personal information with this woman. You can never trust that someone is who they say they are when you meet them on the internet. Now on to your question. It sounds like you have completely given up on your marriage, if you were ever invested in the first place. This is your wife and the mother of your children. Take the energy that you are putting into your online romance and channel it toward making things work with your wife. Start going to couples therapy. Plan a date night for the 2 of you. Your real life takes priority over your fake internet life, and you need to give it the attention it deserves before you give up on it. The grass is greener where you water it. I think that is excellent advice, and it pretty much sums up, don't fall for some scammer online and give up your real relationship. If you're going to leave your relationship, don't do it because there's somebody waiting in the wings, because it could be some guy putting up a fake picture and laughing their ass off, and the next thing they're going to do is not meet you at the airport and say, oh, something happened, I'm in the hospital, and show a picture of somebody in a hospital and say, I need money. People getting arrested for being a money mule is happening more and more lately. It's a fraud victim who the person who's defrauding them, and they don't know this at the time. They think it's a good friend, a lover, future lover, whatever. They get them to get money from somebody, sometimes put it in Bitcoin or whatever, and then send it on to somebody else or put it in a bank account. They'll even ask you to open a bank account on behalf of them because where they are, they're stuck and cannot open a bank account. They're going to be back in the US or England or Australia or wherever they say they're living. And they're going to be back and do it soon, but they need to do it now. Okay? Never open an account on behalf of somebody else. Never convert money to Bitcoin, which we all know now is a scam. Don't do it. Um, a lot of people. Okay, this DallasJustice.com. It's a website, I guess, for a lawyer's office. And the reason I think that is because a little face popped up on the bottom and saying, "Can I help you?" Okay. There's another thing where I went on Google and people are asking questions like, "Am I money laundering without knowing?" Even if you were helping somebody launder money without knowing it, you may still face federal charges of mail fraud, wire fraud, money laundering, bank fraud, and even identity theft. So, yes, you can still get in trouble if you accidentally launder money. Why does money laundering go undetected? It's not going undetected anymore, really. Uh, what if you're unknowingly a money mule? Well, figure it out. What stranger that you meet is going to give you money or tell you to get money from someone else and then send it on to them? How much money is considered money laundering? I don't think there's an amount that's required to be there in order to be considered money laundering. How do you prove money laundering? I guess they have a paper trail from someone else's account to your account that you made for your lover, and then going to converting it to Bitcoin, which you cannot trace. Um, anything that they think of. I don't think they use, well, they still do the gift cards. Anything that you cannot trace, they will have you send it. I've even heard of people putting cash from somebody's, taking cash out of someone's account and literally mailing it to another money mule. And that person usually has more of a personal relationship or friendship with the scammer, and they take it from there and send it to them. Please do not get involved in this. I'm reading more and more stories about people. There's a lady who, I think there's a video on YouTube if you look, about somebody getting arrested for that. And it's an older lady, and I feel really bad. I mean, just do a search, Money Mule arrested, and you'll find you'll find videos on it. Also, if you do a Google search, you will find real stories. Somebody in Los Angeles recently, within the last year or so. And yes, people in Texas, and I'm sure all over the place, maybe even in other countries as well. So please be careful and don't do it. Watch out for recovery scams, because chances are they are the same people that scammed you in the first place. You might get little messages like that: "I can help you recover your money." Be careful. No, they can't. There's a slight chance the FBI could if they did like a big sting, or whatever federal law enforcement in your country. Never just take someone's word for it that they're from so and so. A friend of mine got a fake FBI card with a girl's picture on it. "I'm going to help you get," she wasn't from the FBI. She was, being an idiot. And some people might fall for that, and that's what scares me. When I make fun of people, I don't make fun of, and one of my favorite channels um, does this too, romance scams and online scams. And yesterday's video, she said, when we make it funny and laugh, we're not laughing at the victims. We are laughing at the scammers themselves. And please understand that that's what I'm doing too. I consider her my mentor, so I greatly respect her. But I'm telling you too that I think that it's very rare to get your money back. But if you do it through, my dog's whining, do it through legitimate channels. Never accept somebody saying this is the phone number. Never go and say, someone says, "Go on this website," whatever, right? I'll be back next week or in a few days or whatever with another video on a couple of movies that are about scams. One's kind of funny and one's kind of serious. They're both good. learning opportunities. Folks, thank you for subscribing and watching and leaving very nice, sweet comments. Love you guys. God bless. Bye-bye.